As a little bonus to this week's episode on conservatism, I have found a story from the internet on conservatism, so I thought I would share it with you and then we could debate our perspectives. Let's get started. Welcome to Masala Takes. My name is Shri, and I am so excited to be here today to talk about a story from the internet related to conservatism. Let's get started. Okay, so this is basically a story from a subreddit called Am I the A-hole, where people basically post their stories on the internet and they ask the internet for a judgment. So let's get started. The story is titled, Am I the A-hole for refusing to wear conservative clothing when my Indian roommate's parents visit? I live with Rani, name changed, who is Indian. We live in a small apartment together and attend the same university. We met 2 years ago and everything has been chill until tonight. I've never met her parents because they live a few states over and haven't been to our apartment to visit yet. They're coming over next weekend and Rani asked me to wear conservative clothing. I usually lounge around in shorts and a tank top, normal stuff, but she asked me to wear full pants and shirts just while they are there and even offered to buy me new clothes if I don't have any. She usually dresses the same way I do. She isn't conservative at all, but said that if her parents ever find out that she ever owns a pair of shorts, they might get her married off to someone and she would have no choice but to comply with their wishes. She can't cut contact because she loves her family. She says that if they see her roommate isn't conservative enough, they may move her back to her home and she would have to quit going to school. I refused because why would I change myself in my own house? She says it's only for a few days, but come on, man, take them elsewhere. This is my house, right? She's being cold to me and keeps muttering that she expects me to be more understanding, but I don't see why. She lets them dictate her life. I ran away from my own home and cut contact. I turned out fine. A bit in debt, but alive, yeah? A different friend of mine who knows Rani too says I should just agree to whatever Rani wants and puts up with it so Rani doesn't have to go through anything. I don't really know what to do. Am I the a-hole if I refuse? See, this is an interesting conundrum because I have a strong belief that like in my own home, I should be able to dress the way that I want. But it seems like Rani is potentially going to be in a real predicament and a dangerous scenario where her entire life could be compromised if this person doesn't just put on a little bit more clothing. And I really feel like, you don't have to make some sort of social justice statement everywhere you go. You can adapt to help out a friend. And I think that that's what Rani is asking for here. Like her parents are literally saying that they're going to take her back home. They might get her married off. Like her education could be compromised because you can't wear pants for a couple of days. I feel like this friend is being a little bit unreasonable and maybe a little bit narrow-minded in her perspective that the whole world works the same as her world works. And it kind of doesn't. Rani's parents obviously come from a very different generation. And I don't think they're correct in, telling Rani what to wear and then also dictating what her roommates wear. But I do understand Rani's perspective that it's easier for her to just comply the couple of days, every couple of months that she sees her parents than to fight it and put her entire future at jeopardy. And it's really interesting. Like, I know people who are not Indian who have cut contact and, gone low contact with people who are in their direct family. And I'm seeing Indians start to do that, but it's definitely not as culturally accepted or even something that's, an option that's presented growing up when it comes to Indian families. Like I can tell you for sure, there's a couple of family members that I've gone lower contact with. And it's not something that was taken lightly. It's not something that people were happy about because it's always kind of, pushed culturally, emotionally to say, this is your immediate family. Without family, you have nothing. And these are your blood relatives and blood runs thicker than water. Like this is something that we're culturally brought up with. So it's a lot harder for a Rani probably to go no contact with her parents and figure things out by herself than it may have been for this roommate who seems to be, doing a great job. I do think that as Rani gets older, and maybe already to some degree, Rani has created some distance from her parents because she's living the second life. And it may continue to increase, but it's not up to somebody else to decide hey, you should go no contact or you should go low contact. As a friend, it's up to that friend to support your friend, basically, right? Like if Rani had decided to go no contact, this friend should be behind her supporting that. But Rani is clearly not there yet. I mean, she loves her parents. They obviously have a relationship that works for Rani at this time. Maybe there's a little bit of distance building. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. Maybe Rani will graduate university, be conservative, get married, and do what her parents want. We don't know that yet. But as a friend, I don't think that Rani is asking for too much. I know it's in the comfort and sanctity of your own home, and like shorts may be something that it doesn't seem like a big deal to you because it's something you've seen all your life, but it's clearly a big deal to Rani. So I would say you're a little bit of an a-hole. Be a better friend. On that note, I will see you next week where we will be doing a full episode. I have multiple stories from the internet, and I am so excited to get into those stories and share our judgments together.